does one attempts to maintain one's spiritual balance in this, in this material world? Whatever we have to do, how do we, like I have read and I have heard a lot of times that, use work as a worship and all that, but how does one
use
make
what?
it
Use what as worship? I'm sorry.
I mean, use your work as your worship.
Oh.
And make it an offering and everything, but how does one do it practically?
How to balance your spiritual life and your material life. You feeling cold? Okay. You want to turn off the fans? Now, there is no need to balance anything. The only thing that you need to manage is time. Suppose your spiritual practices are taking an hour a day. Between work and this, only the time needs to be managed. There is nothing else to manage. They are not in conflict at all. There is no conflict between your spiritual process and you go on battling it out on the street. There is simply no conflict. Little adjustment of time. If you want to watch cinema, you adjust time with your work and family, this and that, isn't it? This management is there with every aspect of your life. Today you come and sit here for these 2 hours, something else has to be adjusted there, isn't it? Yes? Always, isn't it? If you're in one place, the other place has to be little time adjusted, otherwise that thing may get hurt. That is always there, isn't it? That management you just have to do it to the extent that you can do it. Nobody can manage it 100%, but we can generally manage. That's why the practices that are given to you are limited. Just 30-40 minutes a day. I'm sure you're capable of managing because people around you slowly see you're more gentle, you're not getting angry, they are benefited, so they'll allow it. Because as you said, every investment should reap. Otherwise, no, isn't it? Every investment should reap a dividend, isn't it? Otherwise, it's loss. You'll give up the investment or stop investing. Now, when I say there is no conflict between spirituality and what you call as materialism, I am not saying these two things are separate and there is no conflict. First thing, there is no separation between them. Who is drawing the line? They're calling you in so many ways, in so many tunes. I'm sorry? What is? What is God? Huh? God is calling. Now that calls for a joke. It happened once there was a man who was researching all the different denominations of churches that exist in United States of America. If you don't know this, there are over 1,700 different denominations which exist in America. Okay? That is recognized groups. There are many other churches which are individual by themselves. So he was researching, so he traveled from north to south and going and visiting all kinds of churches. Wherever he visited a Baptist church, he was traveling in Michigan and he happened to come to a Baptist church. There, when he was just walking about the church, there he saw a line of telephones. One of the telephones was gold telephone. There it was marked, 3 minutes call, $50,000. It just intrigued him. 3-minute call, $50,000? What kind of call is that? Is just because it's gold handled? So he called the priest there and asked him, what is this? 3 minutes call, $50,000? The priest said, actually on that phone you can talk to God. 3 minutes call, $50,000. Is that so? The man was very intrigued, he would like to talk, but he doesn't have $50,000. So he moves on. Then he came further down south, he came to Ohio. And there he went into another Baptist church. There also a row of telephones, one gold telephone. There it says, 3 minutes call, $25,000. He again asked the same thing. He inquired, what is this? That man also said, on this phone you can speak to God. But how come? There it was 50,000, here it's 25,000. He said, in Ohio everything is on discount. Then he was traveling in Tennessee. You know, this is geographically, if you do not know, north to south. This is my route. Our Isha Yoga is starting from Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia. That's how it goes. It's one line. He came to Tennessee, and Southern Baptists are very, hell and brimstone Baptists. There he visited, and there also a line of telephones, one gold telephone. There it says, 3-minute call, $10,000. So again he asked, again the same thing was said and explained the discount in prices, why it is. Then he went down to Texas. There again he encountered a Baptist church. There also a golden telephone. There it said, golden phone was there it said, available at local rates. Then he asked, how come? In Michigan it said 50,000, Ohio 25,000, Tennessee 10,000. Here it says local prices. How? So the priest said, son, in Texas it's a local call. You know where God comes from? So he's calling you, it's okay. So there is no need to balance your spirituality and materialism, because there are no two such things. It's just you. What is you includes your body, your mind, your emotion, and what is beyond. All that is you, isn't it? Learning to handle yourself as a complete being is what is needed. Why are you butchering yourself? Body separate, this separate. Don't create a conflict. There is really no conflict. Your body and whatever else that is there, are they struggling between the two? Are they quarreling? Two bodies can quarrel. Two minds can quarrel. Your being and your body, are they quarreling? No. There is no struggle. Why are you creating a struggle in your mind? So can I go to the corporate office spiritually aware? Why not? Now your struggle has come because the old spirituality they taught you, spirituality means be good to everybody, be kind to everybody, speak kindly, be like this, be like that. That is morality, that is not spirituality. When spirituality is missing in your life, the substitute that you bring into your life is morality. Morality is trying to imitate like you are okay. Nothing is okay, but you have learned to pretend that everything is okay. Spirituality means you dropped your pretensions. Because of an inner transformation, everything is fine with you the way you are. You forgot your morals. You are operating not out of your morality, you are operating out of your humanity at least, to begin with. If you go deeper, you can operate out of your divinity. But if you operate out of morality, your whole life becomes a huge pretension. So, spirituality does not mean any particular kind of action. Action is concerned with the external situation. It's nothing to do with who you are, isn't it? Yes? It has nothing to do with who you are. Your action is always as the external situation demands. If you do any action which is not in relation or not conducive to external situation, it's called a stupid action, idiotic action, isn't it? Yes or no? If your action is not in line with the situation in which you exist, it is a foolish action, isn't it so? So, mostly in the name of spirituality, people have been doing all kinds of idiotic things. There are there's every kind of idiot on the planet. But the so-called religious and spiritual idiots always take the cake. Anywhere in the world, isn't it so? The most stupid things are done by the so-called religious and spiritual idiots because their stupidity has God's stamp on it. If you do something stupid today, your intelligence will bother you. Why did I do this? Yes? That's the nature of your intelligence. If you do something foolish today, tonight your intelligence will bother you. Why did I do this? But if you get God's stamp on your stupidity, you can go on doing the stupid things with utmost confidence. Do you see them doing absolutely idiotic things with total confidence because God is behind them? Do you see this happening every day in the world? Now, why God has made it so difficult? No, God has made it difficult for you. Nor is it difficult. You heard of Ramana Maharshi? Ramana declared, Atma Gnanam Ati Sulabham. That means the easiest thing in the existence is self-realization. It is. It is the easiest thing. It is just that you are willing and unwilling at the same time. The struggle is yours. It is not difficult. What is within you to experience that? What difficult things do you have to do? You have chosen a path like this. See, you want to go to the next room here, in this building. If you know the simple arrangement of this building, if you know the geography of this building, you will turn this way and go this way. But all you have is enthusiasm. You have no clue about how to get to this room. Now, you start off this way. See, this way also you can reach this room. It is just that you have to go around the world and come through the window. Yes, you can get there, isn't it? You can go this way and get to this room or no? But you have to go around the world and come in through the window. That is also one way of journeying. But to go to the next room, to go around the world is a foolish thing, isn't it? And if you take this round-the-world trip, what impediments may eat you up on the way, who knows? Out of many people, at that time from Europe, out of so many thousands of people who went on expeditions to find India, most of them got wiped out on the oceans. Only one Vasco da Gama made it. People who get wiped out, you never hear about them, we don't know their names, who they were, what nonsense they did. The one who reached here, we still remember him. But all those thousands who perished in the oceans, they are gone, isn't it? So, to go to the next room, if you go around the world, the chances of you getting there are remote. Not that you cannot get there, you can, but it's remote. And it can be a very difficult journey. So, you are going this way, but the room is here. You need to turn around. If you don't turn around, it's like what you're trying to do, spirituality means is, there is a dark shadow in front of you, your own shadow. And you don't want this darkness in your life, you want to overtake it. So initially you walk fast, but still the shadow walks faster than you. Then you run, it runs faster than you. You run and run and run, it runs faster and faster than you. If you go this way, definitely you will drive yourself nuts, isn't it? If you just turn around, the shadow will be behind you. That's all it takes. But you don't want to turn around. You just want to go the same way and get there. It is possible that way also, but it's a round-the-world trip. I hope you will come awake and turn around and make it very simple and easy.
Sadhguru, you mentioned about the fact that, a true devotee is the one who is willing to give himself up and his agendas. How does one work with this philosophy in, let's say, any work in this corporate world or
You cannot.
In this business?
You just cannot, because you have your own agendas. So don't waste your time on devotion, you must explore other ways. Devotion means taking your emotion to its highest pitch. Yes? Isn't it so? You have various kinds of emotions. Devotion is held as the highest form of emotion because it's least entangling, it's liberating. So taking your emotion to its highest pitch, devotees are insane people, they are not reasonable people as far as the world is concerned. They are very beautiful people within themselves, but as far as the society is concerned, they are usually insane people. Your Mirabais, I don't know if you've heard of the South Indian devotees, Akka Mahadevis, all these people are very insane people. You can't live with them. After they are gone, you can worship them. When they are there, nobody could understand what the hell is happening with these people. I know Meera is so worshipped in the northern part of the country. There is a wonderful book called Cuckold, written by Kiran Nagarkar. This is life perspective of Mirabai's husband. Let's say you have a wife who believes she is Krishna's wife, not yours. All the time she is going into such states that it's like Krishna is with him, with her, she is dancing with him, she is loving him, she is kissing him, she is everything, okay? She is so deeply involved. Now you are the husband. Are you going to appreciate her devotion or go insane with your own problems? Isn't it? So this book is the husband's perspective of Meera's life, how he experienced Meera. Because devotees are like that, they don't belong to the logical dimension of life, they are of a different thing. Devotion is one of the quickest ways to attain, but you won't fit into normal, social and other situations. It's not possible. If you want to fit into normal situations, your family and social situations, and still pursue spirituality, I am not saying devotion is completely absent in you. There is a part of you. Your emotions are there, so naturally certain amount of devotion happens here and there. But you can't choose it as a path, because you still want life to happen the way you want it. When you want life to happen the way you want it, you should just learn to use your body and mind the way you want it. Then only things will happen the way you want it, isn't it? You can also attain through your intelligence. You can also attain through your physical action. You can also attain by transforming your inner energies. But you are not just any one of them, you are a combination. So we are choosing a combination of these things so that without disturbing external realities, you can still evolve. If you want to preserve the external realities and still evolve, then naturally there are compromises, you go slowly. You are not bothered what happens to your corporate world or to your husband or wife or child or anything. You just want to grow. Then it's very quick. You want to preserve this also, but you want something else to happen. That is why we are going slowly. With different people we do different things. There are some people who are not concerned about all those things. With them we work in a different way. Now you are people who want to preserve the external situation, but still you want an internal possibility. So we are going slowly, a combination of all these things, not putting anything to a high pitch, everything trying to raise to the next level of experience, not to the ultimate. We are just seeing how to push it to the next level of experience. Devotion and corporate world will not go. Devotion and family life will not go. Devotion and anything will not go. Devotion means everything else has to dissolve. That's why I'm saying, don't talk devotion, it's just deception. Some moments when your experience raises to a certain pitch, a moment of devotion may happen to you. Just wait for that moment, it's very wonderful. But don't try to pursue devotion as your policy, because there is a very deep deception in it.